If we're being totally honest here, I didn't want to like these. I mean, £300 for a gaming headset? That's damn steep. And one with no nice features like easily replaceable batteries, a control station, hell, even easily changeable ear cup covers. But my god, this is worth every penny. These are the Sony INZONE H9 IIs, and they are annoyingly good. Let me explain. Sony is no stranger to making top-tier headphones. Their WH-1000 X6M, XM6s over-ears are like exceptionally good, and these things, well, these are basically M6s but with a detachable high-quality mic. Seriously, the drivers that are in here are the same ones you get in the M6s, and my god, they sound good. These are the clearest, most crisp, and generally just the best listening experience headphones I've used in a while. Certainly the best wireless gaming headset I've ever used. My god, the clarity, the balance, it's just perfect. For music, especially now Spotify has added lossless audio, this is incredible. The details that you can hear from both the lows, which on most gaming headsets are overly strong, drowning out the detail, and from the highs without being harsh, I mean, man, it is good. For gaming, it's incredible. The clarity means that you get a wonderful balance of sounds from both the environment and from other players. Be that gunshots or footsteps, it's brilliant. The sensitivity that these offer is incredible, and the directionality makes hearing those footsteps, even in Siege, which has always had a rough time giving you truly useful audio cues, these were amazing. I could hear that someone was below me or above, or running in the hallway next to me. It's frankly amazing. I struggle to articulate my experience with this sort of thing well, but if there's a single takeaway that I can give, it's that these are the best gaming headphones that I've used. And a close second in outright audio quality to the Odyssey LCD ones that I reviewed a few years ago now, and still use for my digital drum kit. Oh, and if you want to tweak the listening experience even more, you can install Sony's INZONE Hub software. That has a handful of useful settings available. A 10-step EQ, which mostly focuses on the low-end frequencies. Like 5 of the 10 controls are for 500Hz or below. Also stuff like noise cancelling, surround sound, game and chat balance, which can be controlled on the headset, more on that later, and mic controls. There's also a handful of preset EQ modes that you can use, and a few device settings like automatic power off and what the ANC button can do. It's worth noting that the surround sound setting, or more specifically the sound field personalization feature of the spatial sound feature, a lot to take in, I know, requires you to not only log into a Sony account, but also to download and install the 360 Spatial Sound Personalizer app, which, if this link is to be believed, they need ear picks to get it to work. Weird. You absolutely can use this without the spatial audio feature, by the way, and still have an absolutely phenomenal time with it.
As for the headset's microphone, well, that's pretty incredible too. This thing is incredibly clear and crisp, and is the closest thing to broadcast quality that I've heard from a gaming headset microphone. This is great. This is more than usable, and yeah, I'm just really impressed with it. There are actually a few other things that I'd like to add too, even if this wasn't the best sounding microphone I've heard, which I think it either is or it's second best, it's pretty good. The user experience of it puts it over the top anyway. First of all, the size is pretty big, especially with the foam wind cover, pop cover over the top. It's pretty big, but it doesn't get in your face. This isn't annoying. I can just about see it, but you can see most headset mics. It even has a mute button on top that's nice and easy to find. It's actually textured, so you can really easily find it. When you pop it up, there's a red ring, and it actually turns out that there's a little light on the end of the microphone that turns on too, so that you can physically, if you look down, see that it is muted, which is really cool. It also gives you an audible beep. That's wonderful. But even stuff like positioning the microphone is better than basically any other headset that I've used. Most of these headsets, especially the ones with detachable mics like this, do have some flexibility in them so that when you're using them, you can move the arm into wherever you want. But if you want it a little bit further away, you want to eat something, I don't know, you can just push it out of the way, and that's great. However, most of those headsets, that adjustment doesn't really stay in place. If you want to have it in front of your mic like this, mouth like this, they tend to like move and then spring back. This one puts itself wherever you put it and stays there. Like, if I move this out of the way, it's going to be a bit quieter for you, so I'll speak up a little bit. It just stays there. And then if I want to move it right in front of my face, which by the way, I've got some side tone on so I can hear what's happening, like it just stays here. You can move it wherever you want and it just stays there. And I know that that shouldn't be impressive, but it is. And that's really good. Also, as I was recording this, I noticed, so I'm recording on Audacity down there, and I noticed like the way that you sync audio from like a headset like this or an external lav mic to a camera so that what I'm saying matches up with what you're seeing, you generally clap, right? Like, except if I look down at Audacity right now, it is a flat line. This headset is doing noise cancellation and noise reduction in headset. It did not record those claps, as far as I can tell. And like the fact that it's doing this, there also isn't a setting for that, as far as I can tell. But the fact that it's doing this in headset, there's no software that's running in the middle to fix that. That's really impressive.
I suppose I should actually give you a tour around these things, right? Well, there's actually a lot going on here. Let's start with the controls. On the left ear cup, you've got the USB-C port, which charges the internal battery for a quoted max of 30 hours of battery life with ANC off. Next to that is the ANC button that lets you toggle between ANC, transparency, or both of them off. And you've also got the volume scroll wheel. This is a device-wide control, meaning that this is just like straight controls what you hear, rather than controlling any of the source's audio levels. I actually really like this, although I explain more why in a second. You've also got a 3.5mm jack input. Yes, you can run these things wired just fine with the included cable in the box, and the 3.5mm for the removable mic is there too. The mic mute button is up on the top left ear cup as well, and as I mentioned, this is a textured button that's massive and really easy to find and hit in a pinch. Plus, it's also obvious when it's on, both by feel and because there's a little light on the end of the mic that lights up. As for the right ear cup, well, that gets the power button and Bluetooth buttons and the game chat audio mix control. That lets you balance between the two audio sources on, like, right on the headset, which is pretty sweet. I said I would come back to the volume control and why I like it so much, so let's do that. This headset can connect in a surprising number of ways. The two main ones are the wireless options, Bluetooth and the included USB-C dongle. This lets you connect to either a PC or other, be that console like PS5 or mobile, and this little toggle is how you do a toggle like this. You hear that, SteelSeries? Anyway, this obviously supports simultaneous audio. Again, you hear that, SteelSeries? Check out that video in the cards above. And the reason that I like that toggle being a global volume control is that if you have multiple sources playing, say game audio from your PC or PS5, and chat or music from your phone over Bluetooth, well, if it's too loud, you don't want to have to change the volume on both devices. You just dip them all from here on the headset. It saves the weirdness of that control only controlling one of the two connected devices, which is a pretty common thing to see and can be really annoying. It's also worth talking about the physical design. This looks smooth and beautiful. Until you touch it. I swear someone even using the force to put them on, you would still manage to smudge them like on the soft touch coating on the outsides. It's just annoying. If you can get past that though, these things are damn comfy. The ear cups are soft yet supportive. They're matte, which means that they are like a great fit for your sweaty head on long gaming sessions. And they have a super simple like adjustment mechanism for each of the sides of the headband. There's basically just a ratcheting pawl on the sides, so you can adjust it to however you like. They're also impressively light too, so you barely feel these on your head. Genuinely, these are really comfortable, even for long sessions. These things are great. They also actually swivel in both directions, so they fold flat with the mic facing inwards and the mic facing outwards. That's a new one. The biggest catch to these things is obviously the price. £299 is a hell of a lot of money. Like, for a gaming headset, that is the very top end. The ones with all of the bells and whistles, and this is lacking a lot of these. But, and I can't quite believe I'm saying this, those things don't matter. The audio quality that this provides is just unparalleled in the gaming headset market. The microphone is crystal clear, the software is optional and minimal, the comfort is top notch, the controls are all great, it just works, and it works so well. I know that this is an expensive headset and most even, won't be able to justify that much money on a headset, even if it is the best one around. I know that I would struggle to justify it, but catch this on a sale? I think I'm buying a set. Genuinely, that's the highest praise that I can offer. If any of you want to help me afford this insane cost, please do use the Amazon affiliate link in the description below to buy yours. It doesn't cost you anything extra. In fact, it actually takes a bit of money out of Amazon's pocket and puts it in mine, and would help me justify my own pair of these. Yeah, thanks. Of course, those are my thoughts, but I'd love to hear yours in the comments down below. I know that this is an expensive headset, but what do you think? Obviously, it's hard to tell without being able to hear it, but genuinely, these things are amazing. Like I said, if you do want to check them out, check out the link in the description. If you want to see more videos like this one, you can hit the subscribe button and check out the bell notification icon, as well as plenty of other videos on the end cards. And otherwise, that's kind of it. If you want to support the channel, there's a load of ways you can do so in the description. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you all in the next video.